Hello, in this lecture we are going to discuss a new topic, that is manipulating matrices and problems with two variables. So let's begin. So first we are going to see that how to define a matrix. So there are several methods of defining a matrix, but here we are going to discuss few. So the first one, to define a matrix. For example, if I want to define a 3 by 3 matrix, I will first assign a variable, and in the square brackets I will type the elements for the first row, and then if I want to switch to second row, I will type a semicolon and then 3 more elements like this, and enter another semicolon, and finally 3 more elements with space, enter. And in this way you can define a 3 by 3 matrix. You can also generate a random rows and column matrix like 2 by 3, for example, in this way. Now a second method of defining a matrix is like, first assign a variable equal to sign, open square bracket, and enter the 3 elements 1, 2, 3, press enter, and 3 more elements 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and then close the square bracket like this, press enter. And in this way also you can define a matrix. If you want to define a column matrix only, which has only one column, you can generate like this, C equal to, and in the close square brackets enter the elements 1 semicolon 2 semicolon 3 like this. Or another way is like, open the square bracket, enter the elements 1, 2, and 3. So these are two ways to define a matrix. And similarly, if you want to define a matrix having a single row, then you can easily define like a vector, which we have already discussed in the previous lectures, in this way. Now we will discuss defining matrix in terms of another matrix. So how you can define a matrix by entering another matrix in it. For example, if I define a matrix F equal to, in the close bracket, 3, 6, 9, enter, and now I define another matrix G, which has only one element 4, and now I will enter the matrix F like this, press enter, and here you can see we have created a new matrix in terms of another matrix. Here is the another example. In the square bracket I enter the elements 2, 4, 6, and I enter the semicolon so that I can create a new row, and then I will enter the matrix F, press enter, and in this way you can define a matrix in terms of another matrix. So now we will see that how we can update a matrix, that if we want to replace a number of a matrix with another number, then how you can perform this action. So first you have to define a matrix, and here, for example, I define a matrix M and its elements 1, 2, 3, colon, 4, 5, and 6. Enter. And now, for example, I want to replace this 2 with another number. So how you can perform? first we have to enter the location of that number which is to be replaced. For example, first I will enter the variable, and in the round bracket I will enter the location which is 3. The first element is 1, second element is 4, and third element is 2. So I entered the location equal to, and now I will enter the number which is coming in replace of this 2. So here I enter 10, and here you can see I have replaced 2 with 10. So in this way you can replace any number in a matrix with another number, which is updating a matrix. Now we will see that how we can use the colon operator for displaying different rows and columns of a matrix. So let's see. So the colon operator can be used to display any row or column of any matrix. First we will define a matrix, and for example I define a matrix J, and I will define here a 3 by 3 matrix. Now if I want to display any one column of this matrix, then I will use the colon operator like this. I will first define the variable for that matrix, and in the round bracket if I want to display the first column, then I will use the colon operator, comma, and first column. And here you can see I have displayed only the first column of the matrix J. Similarly, if I want to display the first row, then in place of defining columns I will enter colon, and I will delete this colon and enter 1 like this. So here I have displayed the first row. If I want to display the second row or third row, we just have to enter that row number, and we can easily display any row of a matrix. If I want to display 2 rows at the same time, for example row number 2 and 3, then what I will do, I will enter 2 colon 3, and after comma I will enter another colon, enter, and here I have displayed 2 rows. Similarly you can also display 2 columns. Now we will see the difference between a simple matrix multiplication and point-to-point multiplication. So here I'm going to define a matrix. Now I will define another matrix B. And now I will perform basic matrix multiplication, and here I define another variable, and I will multiply matrix A with matrix B. So this is the basic multiplication of a matrix, which is common in mathematics, but here we can also perform point-to-point multiplication, and it looks like this. First I have enter a point, then multiply. So what is the calculation behind this point to point? You can see here the first element of matrix A is multiplied with the first element of matrix B. Similarly, the second element will be multiplied with the second element of matrix B. The fifth element, which is 5, will multiply with the fifth element of matrix B. And here you can see 5 6 are 30. So this is the difference between multiplication, normal multiplication, and point-to-point multiplication. So that's it for this video, and I hope you have understood that how we can define matrices, how we can display matrices in different ways, and we have also seen the point-to-point multiplication and the basic multiplication of a matrix. So thanks for watching and see you on the next one.